boss tried to steal my fiancé, so I destroyed his marriage instead. I'm Jake, 29, and this happened a few years ago when I worked under the most controlling man I've ever met. My boss was the kind of guy who had to control everything. He loved power, loved making people nervous, loved reminding you he could ruin your day whenever he wanted. He was married to another employee at our company, but that didn't stop him from cheating. Everyone knew he was unfaithful. He even bragged about it. He had this weird hobby, photography. He would take pictures of himself with the women he cheated with, then he would show them off on the production floor like trophies. "Check this out," he'd say with a smirk. Some guys would laugh. I just felt sick. At the time, I was in a long-distance relationship with a woman from another office. Her name was Emily. She was smart, kind, and way too good for the place we worked. One day, my boss found out we were together. He smiled at me, not a friendly smile, the kind that says, "I'm about to mess with you." A few weeks later, he went on a business trip to our office. When he came back, he called me into his office. "She's not as sweet as you think," he said casually. "Careful who you trust." I didn't understand what he meant. Then Emily called me that night, crying. He tried to get me to sleep with him, she said. When I said no, he told me I was being uncooperative. 2 days later, she was fired. Official reason, performance issues. I knew it was a lie. I felt humiliated, angry, powerless. He had money, status, control, and I was just another employee, but I was patient. I remembered something important. He would never keep those photos at home. His wife might find them. They had to be in his office. Months later, I got my chance. It was a Saturday. I was working overtime. The cleaning lady came through and unlocked his office. "I just need to grab some measurements." I told her, holding some drawings. "Just close the door when you're done," she said. When she walked away, my heart started pounding. I opened his desk drawers one by one. Nothing. Second drawer, nothing. Back of the bottom drawer. There it was, a stack of photos, almost 4 inches thick. I flipped through a few, clear as day. His face, different women, not his wife. I didn't hesitate. I took them all. Then I waited. A few weeks later, he went on another trip. That day, I selected about a dozen photos. Enough to make the point clear. All of the photos showed his true colors. I drove to his hometown, parked near a post office, close to his house. No return address, just his wife's name on the envelope. I dropped it in the mailbox and drove away. I didn't tell anyone. A month later, the office felt tense. His wife had filed for divorce. Her lawyer went after everything. House, savings, assets. He stopped smiling at work, stopped bragging, stopped calling people into his office just to stare them. One day, he looked at me differently, like he was trying to figure something out, but he never had proof. Emily, she's my wife. Now, we're not angry anymore, but every time I think about that day, about how small and powerless he tried to make us feel, I remember the look on his face when his perfect life started falling apart. He thought he could take whatever he wanted. Turns out he couldn't.